Over the past couple of days, the crypto market has been going absolutely insane. I mean, as it currently stands, Bitcoin just hit 125 point something thousand, Ethereum back at 4,600, XRP back to $3.06. And really, when you take a look at the entire top, we're going on a freaking rampage. I mean, if you take a look at these weekly numbers, plus 14%, 14%, XRP actually a bit behind at only plus 10, but then BNB making up for it being up more than 20% here in just a few days. And Zcash is just trooping on like crazy, being up 20% throughout the day. Also, we got SPX up 15, Tezos up 8%. Things are going nicely. And here comes the kicker. I explained it in yesterday's video. Times will be turbulent. Not every day will be good. But a while ago, I think the altcoin season started, and all we're basically waiting for right now, it's like the countdown, I'm going to call it, for a plus $20,000 Bitcoin day. Just a day where these coins go absolutely nuts, and the same applies to many of our favorite coins like XRP, etc. Where just in one day, all of a sudden, it'll be up probably like 10, 20%. 10 is nothing, I guess, right? 20 or something like that percent, or maybe even 30. Maybe XRP will go up about $1 or something like that in a day. And many of y'all can't fathom it right now, but I'm telling you that what we're seeing right here, the past couple of weeks, all signs were there for just really, really bullish times. I've been talking about it almost every single day. And right now, many will still not believe it. But basically what happened previously as well is Bitcoin slowly but surely built higher, right? When we went to 109, 110, etc. A lot of these coins were not breaking the heights. And all of a sudden, well, afterwards, all these coins shot up like crazy. Remember, in every bull market, Bitcoin hits the high first and altcoins follow along. Basically, it follows the momentum of Bitcoin. So the fact that we're breaking highs, but it's not really that crazy. Nobody's really screaming too much everywhere. That, to me, makes me believe we're basically going to see almost a similar situation as before, where Bitcoin right now is taking some, not necessarily the dominance back because altcoin season index still very high, but taking some of the attention, while again not making much because it's not really making too crazy of a candles, before letting the altcoins take over. But again, we're going to give that some time still. So trades-wise, the bots are doing some amazing numbers. Remember, this was minus $100,000 just last week. Right now we are plus 50K, and we're cashing out some really, really good dollars with almost every single one of the bots. And again, the nice thing is these are all coin bots, meaning, I put XRP in, for example. This is about, in dollar terms, $120,000. We're up $8,000 and was able to cash out. And since we opened it at $3.45, you can't perfectly see it. There you go. We should actually be down significantly, but we're not because we DCA'd. And if we take a look at some of the other bots, the 10K to a million challenge is doing really, really well, even though the range is super, super wide because it was supposed to be a 2 or 3 year challenge. The main bot stack here, everything is back in the green, it seems as well. ETH is up 100% here in the past 3 months. Let's quickly see. XLM's doing some pretty crazy numbers. Bitcoin is actually now starting to also do some pretty ridiculous numbers, and XRP back in about $65,000 for the profit. Take a look at the full account though. It's starting to look nice now, huh? And the more funny thing is the difference in comparison to last week. Let's say 3 weeks ago or something like that, the account was looking juicy. We're hitting all-time highs in the portfolio, everything amazing. Then I think just last week, all of a sudden, we're down, I think maybe over just these 3 accounts, we're down maybe $1 or $2 million. And since I'm in Singapore here for the Formula One, because again, guys, I'm so happy, man. This has been really, really nice. I can't open Blofin right here. I have to use a VPN, and I'm a little bit lazy for that. But at least we've got the WeX trade that we opened also, I think, somewhere about last week. And we also more than doubled our money now. So we put 21.3K in, and the trade is up about $26.2 thousand as well. And this is because we said, hey, once it gets to 3,900, we're buying. We bought in with about $250,000, and it turned out it was a pretty good idea. Anyway, to get back to the story, remember what I told you guys over the past week, right? When it comes to all the data. One is, for example, when you take a look at all-time highs, the moment we start getting close to just seeing a red C, like we saw in this little period right here, you saw a lot of red all of a sudden over a little while. Or if we take a look back at the 2018 cycle, you can see a lot of red for a long time, actually, matter of fact. Once we start seeing that, which we have really not seen anywhere this cycle, it's time to get scared. But I really guess that it's going to be one of these legs up that's still yet to happen, because the only time we've gotten it was in this 2024 little bit. But even there, like relatively, I don't know if there's any way to see the exact count of all-time highs. Probably there's a different chart for it. But if you compare this cycle to what we've seen previously, the only real run-up was all the way back in 2024, And, well, I really seriously believe that this time around, the crazy gains we've not seen just quite yet. It's actually really funny. Almost any chart you look at it from, we've been slowly but surely grinding up, but this has been the least explosive rally we've ever seen. And a fun fact that is, we did expect that every single season it was going to get slower and slower because you get more money and more institutions in the system thinning out the margins. But I also kind of to some extent believe, we're about to near the end, because usually it lasts 3 years and we've already been basically going for about 2 years and 10 months, but that this season is going to be the last crazy one, because this is where the real institutional money comes in, where you get some crazy spike because of the real adoption, and then afterwards it's going to be more gradual, just like how gold and how traditional stocks, I guess, are doing it. But so I still believe we're going to see another crazy move here. I don't have to convince y'all. I'm not a convincer, right? No financial advice is never given here, right? But historically, this is the best quarter that we are starting right now. Let me quickly actually refresh this to see how things are looking right now. Here you can see the quarter has just started and already we're looking pretty freaking juicy. October usually is the best month for Bitcoin with a beautiful quarter leading up to it. And theoretically speaking, every single time September ended in green, you can see October afterwards was a pretty freaking good month. Every single time afterwards, all I gotta say right now is I'm excited for the near future. I'm bullish on all these freaking alts. I think that right now Bitcoin is king for a little bit, but altcoins are going to take over hard. And honestly, I would not necessarily go more for Bitcoin, even though it can still do like the plus 20K candle in a day. I'd focus more on alts because I think it's the season for it. But yeah, I'm freaking excited, man. Anyway, if you also want to trade like the bots and stuff, links are down below. Payonix is the one I'm using for my automatic trading stuff. It's just the first link down there. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video somewhere later today or tomorrow.